like, but I want to talk about Peter for a quick second here.
Yeah.
Anyone who knows me knows that I almost joke. I'm an MA, okay, which is a media analyst. And I was once asked what a media analyst does, and I said, well, they analyze the media. Hey, dumbass, here we go, right? Media analyst. But I've been a talking head person. Anyone knows this? I've been analyzing talking heads and media training since the 80s, Mike. Since really the Rush Limbaugh days, pre-post days. And Peter, as you say, Peter Downing, I first chatted with him, I'm guessing probably maybe a year and a half ago. One of the nicest gentlemen on the planet, Mike.
Yep.
One of the nicest gentlemen on the planet. And I know you have your connection with him, with your church. I know he was a Lexic guy. He's now converted to an AB51 guy. But it sounds funny. I'm just so impressed with him. And I would, if I were a CEO in the private sector, he's the first guy I'd hire to be my media guy, to be my guy out there, just well-versed in all that stuff. As a side note, Peter and I have more in common than he even knows. We're both East Coast kids. We were both beer-drinking hockey players in our younger days. We believe in the world-changing events in the world, like the Trump 2016 election. He says Peter comes up with catchphrases like Texans used to be Mexicans when it comes to the Alberta 51 movement. So I just want to kind of reach out there. I don't know if Peter's listening today. I know there are people out there who know him, but I just want to say I'm impressed. He's one of the first guys I'd hire as one of my leaders, my spokesman. And that says a lot. I don't throw around stuff like that very often. And as a side note, I think I'm going to have to, I haven't talked to him, I haven't confirmed this, but I think, I'm pinching myself, I think he was actually a Toronto Maple Leafs fan, Mike, when he was young, I think so. And if that's the case, I'm of course from Montreal, I'll let Peter in on my little secret. Whenever I write something, anything including books, I make sure that I trash the Toronto Maple Leafs at every opportunity. Right?
No kidding.
No, there's a handful in the book that you had in your hands. As a matter of fact, I'm out of books. Would you ever be able to get a copy of Why Came to America into Peter's hands? Because I don't have any copies. But
I'm not giving away mine.
In the book, that leads, I was actually going to do a contest. How many times does Greg Meakin trash the Toronto Maple Leafs in his book? I might do a contest.
All right. That sounds good.
So, Peter, there we go. So that's Peter. I really just a shout out to Peter and compliments on the work he's done on the air. He was on Val Olson's podcast twice and has done, as you say, he chatted with Fox News Digital, reporter named John Brown. Excellent kid, John Brown from Fox. So Peter's done a good job, and I wanted to reach out before we even start talking hockey jerseys or whatever as a side, because I know how close you are with him, and he truly is a nice guy. So there you go, Mike.
I have seen God move. I've seen God move things for Peter and his family. Peter is somebody that God loves, and I'll leave it at that.
Oh, yeah.
It's an honor for me to have him as a friend.